It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
Should I try and make workshop work? 2-in-1's not bad. Hey, there's Academy. Trinket Mage. My issue with Trinket Mage is that, like, I would like to accelerate into things that are better than Trinket Mage. Trinket Mage is just finding you more acceleration. Trinket Mage is like the seething song of artifact acceleration. It's just like you already have like some mana, you should be doing stuff. Should we throw a Teferi in here? Teferi Lotus Petal. Teferi's pretty sick. Miscalc maybe. Hey, here we go, here we go. Let's take Mox Sapphire and Displacer Kitten. And just have a cat combo here with that Teferi. I think this is a Coveted Jewel deck, huh? What do you folks think? Really make use of that workshop mana. Coveted Jewel and Displacer Kitten play well together too. And with Kitten in your deck, it's always playtime. I don't know why I said that. Spiral Sweep with Academy. Get it on tap. Hey, give me one of them forces. Thank you. What's the second pick here, though? You threw the fourth in. Battlesphere is kind of hot, huh? With workshops and Academy. And then we don't have to mess around with red mana. And then I'm thinking about Currency Converter and Vista. Soaring Mox? Soaring Mox? I feel like Gadgeteer would be insane in this deck, but I'm just gonna take my bountiful harvest of fast mana and be happy. Esper Sentinel Frantic Search? Frantic Search on tapping Academy is kind of cute. Yes. There's a Hallowed Fountain there, too. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Funkified. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 72 months. There's nothing wheeling. Every time you draft 2 cards, you throw the pack away. All those cards are dead. Funkified says a Supreme Cube with Supreme Streamer. Now, if only there was a Supreme Pizza. Oh, right. Could always use a Supreme Pizza. The Nemesis is actually tempting, huh? Just gonna be like an 8-8, 3-mana 8-8. Hell yeah, I'm 3-3-3. No, there's no dupes. Go for little walkies. And I actually like Dismember here for answering opposing Hull Breachers, Shieldrids, and Orcs. Doesn't answer Narset, but that's still like three of the bad ones that we don't want to run into. Spellbound can temporarily answer them sometimes. I wonder if I want Portal. I feel like my opponents play Portal more often than I do. Reprieve is interesting. I think I like leaning blue for our Force of Negation. I'm going to grab Mastermind and Spellbomb here, I think. Hello, Bloatus. Just Bloatus Urza. Bloatus is a fun word. How do y'all feel about that word? Bloatus up! Thinking about the Citadel for Tinker. Greaves could be good if we end up with Urza Saga. Right now it's good with Urza and Battlesphere. Might just be correct. Could also be a flash deck. We haven't seen, like, some of the best cards to flash in, right? Tracks in what? Woodfall Primus is technically something to flash in. I don't know if it's any good, though. I like this Mystical Tutor a lot better if we had Tinker, which we do not. Mystic Forge is looking kind of gnarly without top. We do still have Twister and Time Walk for Tutor. Kind of hate this, but I'm going to grab that Primus. Love this Mox Opal pickup. The Spellseeker finds Time Walk and Flash. Can make the deck more consistent. This Narset helps a lot. Makes our draw 7s look a lot better. Torsten is normally insane. It might be kind of bad in this format, though. In our decks that have, like, 3 lands and 3 creatures. Just not as many hits as usual. We're looking at 11 lands, which is a little bit light for Mox Diamond, but we do have the draw 7s to make it good. Emery makes the Greaves look a lot better. And I think with Workshops, the Palantir is actually good. I'm gonna grab those two. I think I'm cutting the Flash stuff. Needed one more heater to cheat in besides this Primus. I could see like flashing in Battlesphere being good with Academy, but I don't think it's gonna be hard for us to just cast the damn Battlesphere. And then we need one more cut, unless we want to count Soul Ring as a land. I think I'm cutting the Greaves. It's cute, right? It's cute with Emery. It's cute with Battlesphere. There is a token. I think it's overall just like not quite good enough. This is like 11 blue sources and 4 white sources. I kind of dig one more white source, I think. You just like Sentinel? I mean, I don't love it. I think it's still better than Greaves on average. But Greaves is something else to do with Workshop mana. No Untouched Marlin. Some of the best cards... So, like, it's creature light, but some of the best cards are creatures. So when you play your Time Twister and your opponent flashes in Hull Breacher or Orcs, you want to be able to answer it, right? At instant speed. Dismember is very good at doing that. Either Spellbomb can do it if the opponent's tied up on mana, but Dismember is kind of perfect for that. And it also answers Shieldred, which might be literally like the best non-power card in the format. So it doesn't matter that it's a creature light format. It matters that it's like it matches up very well against some of the best cards. Yeah, I mean, if I got Esper Sentinel, then I can play one more island, I guess. And just have this single planes for the Teferi. Meh. Too bad we didn't get Recall, huh? And the Spellseeker would look a lot better. I think this is my first shop stacks in Supreme. We played against a few, but this is the first time I've drafted it. But Caleb, all the decks are exactly the same. Clearly this couldn't be a new archetype. I have seen better openers. Oh, I needed to play the Mox Emerald, and then I could still have a blue floating, right? And then I'd be able to play the Emery here. Damn. Why don't I hold on to the Mox Diamond? It's a little counterintuitive. Oh, well, I mean, if we draw any land, it's going to let me play the Emery, right? Yeah, let's bin the Diamond. Bin the Diamond, bin the Monolith. Yeah, if I replay the Emerald... I think I could have had a blue floating, which would have been good with this Emery specifically. And then I'd be so close to this Battlesphere. Basic Plains. Yeah, there's a Basic Plains and a Workshops in there, but I think everything else produces blue, right? Not worth holding onto the Mox Diamond for. Fair enough. What you got for me here, Chillwad? Sitting there with their 6 mana. What would you tank on here? Maybe a draw 7? Bad internet normally contributes to your tanks. Yeah, valid. They were tanking on Demonic Tutor. Thinking through literally every card in their deck. It's a valid tank for sure. You could say all tanks are valid, but some are definitely more valid than others, right? Tough Brainstorm, tough Demonic Tutor, tough Doomsday. Tinkering for Coveted Jewel. Bleh. Turn 3 Emery looking a little slow here. So much better if we play that turn 1 hum. We'd be on Battlesphere this turn. Which I don't think would be good enough, but it would certainly be better. Narset down ticks, finds Ancestral Recall. I could attack them and get the Coveted Jewel, and I wouldn't draw because of the Narset, but then I could play my Narset off the Coveted Jewel. Or I could just Black Lotus into the Narset. Or I could just attack the Narset and clear it. A few different nice options, And they might have a flash creature here for me. But the only card we know about is the Ancestral Recall. I do have to attack them if I want their jewel. Whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls attack you and you aren't blocked, they gain control of the jewel. And now because of their Narset, I'm not going to get to draw 3, but I'll be able to use the mana here. Kind of nice. What are I supposed to just play Battlesphere? Play the Twister here. None of us can have cards! Looking for Force Negation kind of specifically. Hey, I have Lag things at $4.20. Pretty important Force Negation, huh? Narset lets the One Ring draw them 1 card on my turn. Twist? Twist? Shall we twist? We shall. This does prevent us from having Force Negation running out the Urza. It feels too clean, though, not to, doesn't it? Feels too nice. What can they draw on 1 card that would be so bad? Yeah, and they didn't get a card because they already drew one from the One Ring. Amazing. They didn't activate the Urza Saga. Dak. Okay. So that would have been a good one for Force Negation. They're taking the Jewel back, but that's just giving me 3 cards. Opponent, you haven't thought this through. Yeah, I don't know if they were doing that to be funny or what, but it worked for me. Perhaps the worst deck down tick I've ever seen. Not only will I not get mana or cards, but I will be gifting you more mana and cards. Hey, Mirioctix for 56 months. The Jewel. I'm going to pause this. We're going to listen to Adlax's song request here. Adlax says that this is a super group that they think I'll get behind if I've never listened to them before. This is Killer Be Killed. Dream Gone Bad. This deck is supreme, you're not wrong. This could be one of those weird games where we end up with multiple jewels in play because we both have them in our deck. Dak can indeed steal creatures, yeah. Probably what I would have done. But, you know, no judgment. Nice. Turn 1 ring. I think this Training Search is going to be a lot better than my last one. I guess it's just a regular mana neutral Training Search. I already played my land, right? Damn. Are we hacking enjoyers around here? Hell yeah, we are. If I just heard this in the background and didn't know if it was a different group, I would assume it was Mastodon from the singer. Pretty sweet, though. Oh my. We just need to draw 7 here, huh? Get a bit more even with their One Ring. Oh yeah, I just saw him in the music video too, Ablac. I think you're right. I think I do dig this. Nice mixture of new and familiar. What do you think they vamped it for? Time Walk would make a lot of sense, right? Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Captain Red, thanks for the 9 months. 90 months. It's a lot of months. Oh, that Sea Shark's terrifying. Thinking about bouncing the shark, just to make them replay it. Could see regretting that, because the Spellbomb's also, like, protecting the Urza. And preventing them from, like, tinkering for Blightsteel. Who knows, Someonuka? We fucking decked somebody earlier. Need to because of the Jewel. Oh yeah, they were just attacking at the Jewel otherwise. Yeah, a lot of these decks do not have, like, infinite win cons, Everyone's trying to get away with playing, like, the bare minimum. Right, Nido Core? I do think it's funny that if I'd gone for the Brain Freeze win, I would have died to that Orcs. Instead, I was just, like, past the turn, and they're like, yeah, I'm dead. I have a card that is a Saga. Opponent's got 10 cards here to finagle. And Demonic Tutor. The last tank was on Demonic Tutor. What makes sense to grab a D-Tutor here? Academy, maybe? Just have all the mana. All the mana and all the cards. Oh, they wanted to answer my Urza, so the Incubator token could steal the jewel. Sure. And then they play Shark and Chump? Is that the plan? Currently, I think our best draws are draw 7s, right? We have 2 of them. Obnoxious because it puts the opponent's Time Walk back into their deck, but I think probably gives us the best chance of... That's not great. That's not great for me. You're not wrong, Spice Weasel. Alright, I'll pack. I give up. You win. This deck could have used a One Ring, huh? Play it fast off the workshop. Your turn! Looking at my opener like, Emery's pretty good with this Black Lotus. Wait a minute. What do I do that other stuff? You love the average opening hand in this format? It's pretty wild, I kind of want to do a straw poll. For my format tomorrow. Because it's going to be the last day for this format. And I'm enjoying myself, but I could see streaming something else too. I don't want to split a constructed vote. Should I put in post-ban Modern, which is just Modern without Violent Outburst? Or should I put in Legacy? I'm a little bit more excited about Legacy right now. All right, if you think there's a solid chance you might watch the stream tomorrow and you have a preference, let me know. Fuck. Just a little tight on blue mana. And they've fogged with the One Ring, so there's no reason to attack here. Looks like it's close. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Y'all watch whatever the fuck I do. Hey, Channel War, thanks for the solid, thanks for 59 months. You never watched your stream in your life? Can you vote in the poll? I suppose. What's Supreme Vintage Cube? Well, you're watching right now. Very high-powered Vintage Cube format, where you you get a pack, right? And you take the first and second pick, and then you throw the pack away, and then you get a new pack. And you go through 18 of those. So you only get 36 cards. You get fewer cards than you would in a normal draft, but they're all going to be first and second picks. So you end up with very powerful decks with tons of Moxen and such. And that's what we're drafting right now. That's what this is. That's why we have all the Moxen in the world, and Sol Ring, and Black Lotus, and Time Walk. You did one and didn't get a single Mox? Yeah, it seems very hard. Very difficult format if you don't get even a single Mox. I don't think so, Quimb in my eye. I think it's a different format. Doesn't hurt to try, though. Is there a Cube Cobra for Supreme Vintage Cube? It's literally the same Vintage Cube that we've been drafting. So yeah, it's just the Magic Online Vintage Cube. It's just a different way of drafting it is all. We are not storming in this deck, no. We did a Storm Stip earlier. 2 Storm decks on the day. Needs more artifact disruption. I was thinking Force of Vigor would be sick, That's one that got cut from the Vintage Cube for some fucking reason. And it'd be like kind of Nutter Butters in this format. It's Force of Vigor. Almost gives someone a reason enough to draft green. Gorilla Shaman would be hot, yeah. You're not wrong. Ah? Wow, I just fucking resolved. Should we let them draw a card? Oh, hey, we redrew the Time Walk. Isn't that clever? Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Righteous Fury, these are the sub, these are 88 months. The game has ended! We did have very many more cards to click on. Some games end when they're just beginning. Hey, good night, Fogman. This format makes you want to eat pizza with natural light beer. Amazing. Nice. Yeah, I usually only stream for 7 hours, but yesterday I cut out a bit early. So I went live a little early today, and I'm going to stream a little late, even out a smidge. Paying down the Caleb debt. Yeah. Maybe the Grim Monolith was better. I was thinking the draw 2, discard 2 is better with the Force Negation. There's a really good chance that I crack the Black Lotus to cast it, though. And then I'd rather have the Monolith, because that helps me cast the Battlesphere. Instead of a draw 2, discard 2 that I can't cast, right? Or can't really cast profitably. Where did the idea of enemy colors and friendly colors come from? That's gotta be Richard Garfield, right? The Good Doctor. Mystical Tutor found Time Walk. How do we feel about Time Walk? I want more turns. I'm greedy. To me, my turns! Still didn't play the second land. I guess with the Mox Diamond though. Oh, and we used Forced Negation on their Time Walk, so we didn't shuffle their Time Walk back into the deck. That's awesome. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Gobo Jacobs, thanks for 46 months. Ooh. Just thinking here. We could spiral this turn. I think I want to Narset first, though. And that makes sense to me. So we have 4 mana. Could be +4. We could play Battlesphere this turn. Using Frantic Search to untap the workshops. I don't think I want to, though. Oh, maybe I'll activate this. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. With the Mystical for Time Warp. Huh? Yeah. They know about the spiral, so just scooping it up. I'm gonna keep this and bin Mana Vault maybe. Yeah. Cool with all that. I'll draw that to Fairy for turn. Maybe bounce my Monolith. Unless they give me like a Talisman or something to bounce Could play Teferi and uptick. Save the downtick for a future turn. Maybe that makes sense. I can't quite F6 here because they try and steal the Lotus, so I want to be able to sack it. Looks like a good academy, Supreme Draft is like you, it's like you're playing a game of Chandelar and you reach the end game, and then all of a sudden you only play other people that are in the end game of Chandelar. No, you're only playing other player characters now, Quintoxic. What's Chandelar? It's an old Magic the Gathering RPG where you run around the map and put cards into your deck by buying them from villages, finding them in dungeons, or winning them in ante when you face the NPCs, when you beat them in your face-to-face duels with your deck. Opponent just took 7. I mean, they should be pretty happy that they milled that Displacer Kitten, I guess. Because that was about to just win, right? I wouldn't describe it as a roguelike. You're not, like, doing the same thing over and over again. It's an RPG. The deck building elements of a roguelike are like also the deck building elements of a collectible card game, right? That's not. Ooh. I have tried Balatro. Imagine Chandelar with multiplayer. I think there was a way that you could play other people with your decks, but you weren't like running around on the same map. The Game Boy, Pokemon TCG, yeah, sort of like that. A little bit more anti-focused. Usually Dismember is pretty good in this format. There's very few threats you can't kill with a Dismember. Yeah, Dismembering the Mirror token saves me 2 life, and then it also shrinks the Academy a little bit. It's not amazing, but am I saying the Magic tournament is a roguelike? I mean, it's like saying to like cracking boosters. So you add to your deck every week's a roguelike or whatever. Nope, just a CCG. No, Melancholy Knight. It's not. Whole different archetype. Has a clear definition. Doesn't need to be mixed up. Adds nothing. I'd rather not Melancholy Knight. If you really want to believe that, go nuts. No matter to me. Yeah, you're valid, Delium. I was thinking, oh man, what are they doing? Metamorphing their Battlesphere? Is that just lethal? Yeah, it's 19 damage. God damn it. Nice Metamorph. Oh, it's way more, because the Mirror Battlesphere is itself a token. Or a mirror, rather. Plenty of damage. Vomit. Damn. I kind of want to know what my next turn was going to look like. So Coveted Jewel off of the Workshop. Still have 1 mana. 4 mana with the Narset, plus 1 mana. So I could Narset, down tick. And then whiff on Time Walk, die. Alright. Oh shit, what up? He sent the row, thanks for the sub, thanks for 18 months. I almost want to bring in the Flash and the Primus, huh? As a way to kill their Academy. And then when they show and tell, that'd be another way to get the Primus into play. I think I should have made that switch. I just went through it too quickly. Damn. Well, hopefully we get a game 3 here. And I can try out that sideboard plan. Sure. One of the issues with spiraling here is we do shuffle the Black Lotus back into the deck. If I play my land for a turn, and the spiral costs less, I'll have another mana. But if I play the Mox Diamond, I'll still have my land drop post spiral. I think it's slightly better to play the Diamond out. In case we draw Academy. Oh, I should have floated. God damn it. Regret. So I could be playing like the Mystic Forge here. Possible I'm just supposed to Twister there. They kind of gotta take the Twister. Because I can just replay the Mystic Forge with the Emery. Ooh. I want to see if I can hit a Mox off the top with a Spell Bomb. I could not. Could play Mystic Forge here. I kind of like holding up the Force Negation. That said, they didn't really do much on their turn, huh? Yeah, this is pass. Dr. Blondie with the 51 subs, and they just keep coming back for them sick cube decks. Hell yeah. Gross. Cool. Phew. Wonder what their last card is. Oh, Emrakul is not good here. We have an Aether Spellbomb in play. Oh shit, what up? Hey Sakai, these are the 32 months. Yeah, I don't have lethal this turn. I was planning on bouncing my Battlesphere and replaying it. Putting the Greaves on and forcing them to chump with Hull Breacher. Yeah, hugs and kisses, Sakai. Alright, we think they're probably still a show and tell deck, right? Dismember looks kind of bad against them. Well, it does kill that Hull Breacher that we just saw. I was just thinking about bringing these 3 cards. I mean, if they show and tell it in Emrakul, then the Woodfall Primus looks kind of bad. But it's not, like, terrible against Battlesphere. It just gives them something to metamorph. Yeah, I think after seeing Hull Breacher, we should leave in Dismember. Which means I have Lightning Greaves as a cuttable and Frantic Search. I want to bring in all 3 of these. So what's the last cut, Fair Mastermind is very good. Meat Locker, not one to cut. Dismember is still for Hull Breacher. I was just talking about it. Thinking about cutting to Mystic Forge. It is a nice one with the Workshop mana, though, It's nice for, like, Emery to be able to hit gas. What if I cut a land? Went down to a 10-land Mox Diamond deck. Cut an island on the draw. Fuck it, let's do the greed thing. Palantir's been great. You thought sees this hand, what do you take? Probably the walk or the Teferi, huh? I guess we'll see. We'll see what they're afraid of. Hand needs to draw 7. Hand needs a Narset into a draw 7. Opponent had my hand? Yeah, but they've got a retrofitter. They've got gas, I do not. I think I might just playing out this Grim Monolith too. I'm gonna do that. It'll be better if I draw 7 here. Extra 2 mana. Maybe Urza. No. Yeah, Narset into draw 7. That's the dream. I got this Mana Crypt dinging me. That was probably silly, running that out. Had a high likelihood of backfiring, Should have cut more islands? Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, they didn't activate Retrofitting. Wild. Fortunately, the Mana Crypt is clocking me pretty well. Alright, Mana Crypt. I'm gonna need some help, friend. that's a good start. The issue is if I get a time walk chain going, that might go poorly with the mana crypt. This never should have been played this game, right? Opponent could have upgraded one of those servos to a flyer, and then they'd be ready to make a 4/4 here. Or they could have turned their first servo into a 4/4, hit for 4 instead of 2 this turn. Tinker, okay. Alright, we got him right where we want him. I activated the Forge there because I wanted to get one card closer to a Time Twister or Time Spiral. The one card that can still get me there is that stupid 6-drop that draws 3. It might be under this Lotus Petal. Yeah, we're dead. Bummer. Because the Leveler can kill the Battlesphere and then trample over for 4, the servo tokens, 5 exactly. Yeah, top also would have been live. Oh well. Man, we went through a lot of cards, Activating the Mystic Forge and then down taking Narset. Dang. GG's. Got one more in me.